Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Skyblock. And, some progress. A little bit of progress. Oh, that was weird. As you can see, our grass has made it, what's that? 2/3 of the way? 3/4 of the way? Something like that. It's not quite to the bottom yet, but it's mostly where it needs to be. Additionally, I have spent a lot of time. I'll show you how much of a lot of time at the bottom. But a lot of time killing mobs in the mob grinder. There was a creeper explosion at one point, so I did lose the, I don't know, like 60-something levels I had at the time. And then I died a couple more times trying to patch the hole. That's a whole nother thing. But we have 7 iron ingots, which means we can do this. And put this somewhere open to the sky. I think right there will do. And the next time that it rains, we should get some water collected in that cauldron, and we'll be able to get our second water source. Which is huge, because then we have infinite water, and we can start making some big progress that way. Now, let's go take a look at the bottom of this thing, and hopefully not die on the way. My helmet back on. As you can see, I've collected some bits and some bobs. And I've gotten better at not dying on this ladder. So, over here, as you can see, I've expanded my collection of villager heads. We've got some equipment. I've been repairing bows together before I put them in here. So I only put in fully repaired bows. But look at this one. Hold on, where is it? This one. Full durability, power 2 bow, dropped by a skeleton. That's great! The odds of that are pretty slim. Other than that, I've been repairing bits and pieces of this. Some of these, like this chainmail helmet, is actually really good. It's just in really bad condition, so at some point, once I have an iron farm going, maybe we can get an anvil and repair some of these. For now, though, thankfully, I am actually done with this, so we can drop in a handful of torches so that nothing spawns in there. Because next thing that we're going to do, not right now, but we're going to tear this down and build a regular mob spawning box with the water channels, but I think that we're going to build them maybe one that way, and one out behind, and have 3 of them with water channels that just kind of gradually decrease and keep them as low to the void as possible so that we get the highest possible spawn rates. I think that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a little different than how I would normally design it, but well worth it in the end if the spawn rates are good enough. Also, bonus thing to talk about. I found out something weird. Apparently, the More Mob Heads data pack causes slimes to not drop their heads. Or, I'm sorry, not drop slime balls. I didn't know that. So I have gotten some slime balls. I think they're in one of the chests. I may have lost them when I died. I'm really not sure. By turning off that data pack, but I want to leave the data pack on, generally. So I did re-enable... Oh yeah, there they are. I did re-enable commands to test that, so like right now I can /datapack disable and then do the more mob heads. And I think I'm gonna have to leave that on specifically to get slime balls. Unless I can find some other way. Between episodes, I'll do some research and see if there's a fix for that. But that's not what we're doing today. Today, we are going to go to the Nether. And we're going to gather the materials that the Nether has for us. We're going to see if the Nether has chunks that need to be purged. And we are going to grind up a lot of materials, because I've used a ton of my materials building the big spawner box and going through a lot of stone swords. Like a lot of stone swords. We'll check how many I've gone through in statistics once we get up to the top here. But it's been a very fun process so far. I cannot wait until I can get some soul sand and magma cubes so that I can make this. Can I get soul sand? Hold on. Yes, I can. Piglins do trade that. So, piglin bartering, I can get soul sand. Magma cubes, I will have to... Or magma blocks, I'm sorry. I'll have to set up a spawn platform that can spawn magma cubes, which is going to be biome dependent. But... what was I going to show you while I got up here? Oh, I wasn't going to show you something. We were going to get our Nether portal ready, which... where do I want to do this? We're going to have to use our lava for it. Ooh, you know what? I have a perfectly good platform over here with nothing on it anymore. So... as long as I make sure that I am 2 away from the sides, on all sides where I put the lava, I think I can just do it here. 1, 2... Just want to make sure I don't, I already screwed this up. I shouldn't have done that. That's not fixable. So, we're going to cheat a little bit because I don't want this Skyblock series to come to an end here because I overthought something, and we're just going to do that. And then, we're never going to do that again. That was the one and only one I'm giving myself to correct a mistake. And if I ever make a mistake like that again, it's just game over. That's how this works. Okay. But I am giving myself the one, and I hope you guys respect that, and I'm sorry if you don't. That's it. That is the one and only opportunity I get to screw this up. Anything else I do, 100% punished. Okay. Good. We're gonna grab that. We're going to remove that. Borrow this. And then we want to have our lava contained, and it needs to be 2 blocks away in the sideways directions from wood, so there would be fine. Oop. There would not be fine because that was silly. I don't know why I thought that was correct. I'm gonna do that. 1, 2, yeah. So that should be safe. It's 2 away and 5 up. Okay, then... I hope I'm right about that. We're just gonna do that, and we're gonna wait patiently. And while I wait patiently, I am going to look into if there's a solution for the slime ball issue so that I can turn creative off permanently again. So, I will get back with you guys when this is done. Alright. Portal up there lit successfully. We're trying something. I updated versions of more heads, so... let's see if this works the way it's supposed to. Hypothetically... if I start... yep, now they properly drop slime balls. Okay. Well then. You know what comes next. I'm going to hop over into NBT Explorer. Disable commands once again. And we will be back where we started. So, I'm going to do that, and then I'll meet you back up at the Nether portal, and we will go from there. Alright, we are back. As you can see, unable to open game mode switcher, no permissions. It has been fixed. All things are rectified. And now, into the Nether with us. And I think we all know what the problem we're gonna run into. Corrupted Nether chunk. Don't put me in normal Nether, please. This is kind of what I was worried about. Okay. Interesting. Let's go back to the overworld, and I will figure out a way to fix this. That didn't even have the chest, did it? I think the chest was on the part of that that was consumed by the... yeah, that didn't even have the chest. Oh, joy. Okay. I will try to fix this, and we will be right back. What did I just pick up? Anything that I just grabbed needs to go into the void. Cannot have, cannot have, cannot have... I think that was it. Okay. Alright. I kind of expected that might be a problem. I've had that problem before. So, I should be able to just grab a copy of the Skyblock Nether dimension and fix that, but it may take me just a little bit. So we're going to cut here, and we're going to come back when I've fixed it. And we'll go on from there. Alright. This has been a weird episode already, guys. Sorry. I'll see you guys back here in just a minute. Alright, guys. A little trial and error. A little bit of weirdness. A little bit of... I deleted my Voxy file again. It'll make sense why in a minute. But, hypothetically, it should be fixed now. No chunks anywhere within view, just me and my tiny little island. Ah, what a delight. Okay. I need a few more slabs, now that I think about it. Oop. I moved the mushrooms from the island into the chest because they popped off while I was fixing this. What I ended up having to do was just manually rebuild the island. And delete a bunch of chunks and a lot of background stuff, but it works is the important part of that entire explanation. It works, and I am success. Okay. We're going to grab our new stuff. We're going to grab the chest, and we're going to come back here with more slabs to fix the rest of this. But that was the big step number one. Yeah, I know, you're mad at me. Sometimes when you delete the Voxy file, the world does not like it. That's okay. It will get better. We're going to put away our mushrooms. We're going to put away our birch sapling and our sugarcane and our ice, because I forgot there was an ice block in there. It's fine. We're going to have more water by way of cauldron, and I'm just... silly. Anyways, this has been a project and a half to get corrected, but it has been corrected. So, next step, get some more slabs, and we're going to go clear out all of the glowstone and start our nether platforms. Because at some point we need to build a zombie piglin farm. We need to find a space where magma cubes can spawn. We're gonna go down here in the middle first. I love to, like, the glowstone's not even that valuable because witches, but it's fine. I believe... yeah, that's the last layer. Oh, and that's just a remnant. I couldn't quite delete that, so we just have to let it run down. It's fine. Okay. I might see about, at some point, putting together a more up-to-date Skyblock for 26.2, just because there's a lot of new stuff that's been added since, what, 1.16.4, when this world was generated? That could be maybe a little useful to have. Put one right there, and we're going to put this one up to the height of the entrance. And... yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about it. So, we're going to not go out yet. Put a little block at the back just to make sure that we don't accidentally fall into the nether void when we walk through there. Alright. So, we have fixed the nether, step 1, been to the nether, step 2, and now we have, of all things, ice, which I forgot was in that chest. Which, to be fair, building more up-to-date, because cauldrons didn't exist when this was generated, you could skip the ice and put something else in there that maybe helps with progression you can't get to. Maybe an additional sapling type, or... I don't know. There's some options. There's some things to think about. But before I can get to too much more, I need... I don't have any dirt left in here, do I? Yeah, no, it's all being used. Okay. I need this to finish traveling down. That's actually not that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 more to go. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So once that gets all the way to the bottom, we can get back all of this dirt, and then we can use a little bit of it to start a sugarcane farm. And I could have had pistons for sugarcane farm. Anyways. I am going to get a little bit of background work done, gather some wood, gather some stone, wait for grass to grow, and I will meet you guys back here when we can get a little bit more done. Welcome back. Okay, at this point we can start grabbing our dirt, because those two should be easily recoverable from the bottom. So, let's begin. Sky rats. I don't see any sky rats. Look at that sky. Okay. And now just comes the desperate hope that I managed to get to the bottom without losing any of our dirt. It is really convenient being able to send dirt this or grass this way, though. Much, much better than using a, like, spiral staircase down. Especially going this far, you know, from, what, 63 or 64 up there, all the way down to negative 64? Crazy. Now comes the part where we need to start being a little mindful of where we're at. If only the grass had traveled down as quickly as I do. That would have been nice. One more. Okay. And then we'll just do a cheeky little placement there. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, come here, buddy. Nice. Alright. As much as possible, I'd like to reclaim these, but I'm not gonna cry if I lose a, slab into the void. And then with this, we'll have a nice, full grass patch down here, which will mean more slime spawns, but also we'll have a really good spot for passive mobs, and a little bit of extra dirt that we can use to go start our sugarcane farm. Though I'm definitely going to want to get a little more iron before I do that, so I can just make it automatic. I'm not going to be able to make it automatic yet anyways. We'll just start a single manual farm temporarily until I get piglin bartering set up. I've been thinking about it a little bit. I think that I am at some point going to spend the time to just try and modernize Skyblock a little bit, remake the same base island, the same little sand island, and this, the nether block I may change a little bit as well. Just with the goal of bringing some of the newer mechanics into a relatively true-to-form Skyblock, you know? Because, like, I love the original Skyblock immensely. But there are just certain things that maybe we could add access to. Initial thought, right? Easiest thing in the world to change. We swap out the... Oh, perfect. We swap out the ice in the nether, because as I've proven, we can get a second water source without it. We swap that out for a single pointed dripstone. From that, you can set up a dripstone farm, you can set up... you can duplicate your water into a cauldron, you can duplicate your lava into a cauldron. Rather than having to wait for a wandering trader who sells it, just give one as a starting point, because it just opens up a lot of progression. Be pretty easy to do. Cram it into a nice little new void world. Come here, buddy. And then with the nether block, there's a lot of new nether biomes and like nether specific progression bits. might be worth looking into what could be put into the Nether. Both of the normal mushrooms, but maybe one of each of the Nether mushrooms. I don't know. Problem is, for the Nether mushrooms, you need the Nether grasses, which you have to be able to build on Netherrack for, which is a whole nother issue. So, something to think about. I'm not going to use that ice block from the Nether, because I forgot it was there anyways. I'm just going to hold on to it as a trophy. And I'm going to keep thinking between now and the next one about what kind of things could be added to a 26.2 Skyblock to kind of update and change things. I'm not going to end this Skyblock world, obviously, but maybe before the next time I play Skyblock, I'll see what I can do about getting a more modern version put together. Something to think about. Anyways, makes a big difference having that grass pillar gone. Come here, buddy. With that, and with our grass spread down here, perfect timing, I think that's where we're going to call it for the day. So, thanks so much for coming along on the adventure, guys. If you have any thoughts on what could be put into a modern replacement Skyblock, let me know, because the biggest problem that I have with the current Skyblock is that it breaks in modern versions, and I have to fix the Nether. Kind of a headache. But there's a lot of improvements and changes that could be made, so if you've got any thoughts on what could be used to kind of create a little bit more progression, let me know. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!